Man, it starts innocently enough, doesn't it? Have you seen this movie? Let me show you a clip of how somebody can just knock on your door, ring your doorbell, and change your life.
Good morning, Miss Peterson. I'm sorry to disturb you so early. The court has ruled that you require assistance in taking care of yourself.
I'm fine.
I'm afraid it's not up to you to decide. The court has appointed me to be your legal guardian.
What?
You have to come with me. And remember, I'm here to help.
So let's talk about Wendy Williams. She's been in the news a lot, and wow. Have you read some of the articles? She's got a case. I think she's got a case. She sounds like she's cognitively okay.
How you doing? How you doing?
I am not cognitively impaired, you know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying?
But how do we know? Okay. She might be on medication. She might just be delusional. It sounds like in her case, her bank got the ball rolling. I guess maybe they were noticing a lot of reckless spending because, you know, Wendy is a woman of some means. She probably had this diagnosis of dementia, and they might have alerted family services. You know, banks will do that. Anybody can alert family services and put you on the radar. You know, you don't even have to be an elderly. You can be middle-aged. You can be a person that maybe lives alone and, let's say, doesn't have any kids or any family. Somebody like that is very vulnerable to the system. All it takes is, you know, maybe a neighbor or a friend or alleged friend to look at you and go, wow, you don't seem very competent, you know? Maybe you're not working, maybe you're not eating right, maybe you're being reckless and not paying your bills. If you have any assets, I think that you may be subject to somebody calling family services and you pretty much surrendering your civil liberties. You don't have to be elderly, but it happens to elders most of the time. This can happen to anybody.
Unbeknownst to the world, a judge declared Wendy Williams incapacitated and put her under guardianship.
What we know from Wendy Williams' past is that Wells Fargo, her bank, noted that there were some irregular transactions, and that started the process of this guardianship.
Wendy's bank, Wells Fargo, claimed in court documents that Wendy was an incapacitated person and a victim of undue influence and financial exploitation. Attorney Sabrina Morrissey was appointed as her guardian to manage Wendy's health and finances.
Impact reached out to Wells Fargo, the bank saying in a statement, this matter was conducted under seal. Any claims against Wells Fargo have been dismissed.
It seems to me that the court has decided to put her under the most restrictive type of guardianship that New York law will allow.
I have a clip of her passing out on stage. And I don't know, but that might have been when her problem started. Take a look.
No celebrity was off limits during her talk show's scorching hot topics.
Guess who's jealous of Adele? Beyonce. I am done with Taylor Swift. Yup.
Her show exploding into a cultural phenomenon.
Wendy!
Her fan base spanning from grandmas and housewives to teenagers. Wendy's star continued to rise until cracks in October 2017.
It was a Halloween episode. She was dressed like the Statue of Liberty, and she just wasn't herself. She started kind of spacing out, and then she looks off and collapses right there on air.
I did pass out, but you know what? I'm a champ, and I'm back.
God, that was so sad. And she was such a trooper, you know? Wow. I don't know how long after that her show ended or she got her diagnosis. But I will say this much, and this is something that really bothers me, is when I see pictures of her now, they always say something, the caption will say something like, oh, Wendy Williams, dementia, and then she's got these bulging eyes. You know, that's part of Graves' disease. She was also diagnosed with Graves' disease, and I just hate seeing these pictures of her looking like the Night of the Living Dead, you know? It's so sad because I just love her and I hate what's happening to her. There are some people in society that can no longer care for themselves. They have no family. Okay, they're normally it will be in the elder population. Then, yes, I can see where it's necessary for the courts to intercede and assign a guardian. But for the most part, it's kind of scary that somebody can basically kidnap you out of your house, put you in a nursing home, and take control of every aspect of your life. And that's what these guardians do. And I actually want to post an article from the New Yorker, which went out in October of 2017. It's an old article, and it's about a scam that was going on in Las Vegas during like the early 2000s. Okay, and it involved a ring of people, let's call them co-conspirators, which included a guardian, a family court judge, and somebody from the medical community. And people were just being set up. Adult services were brought into the picture, and these people were put out of their homes. They're basically kidnapped out of their homes, and these were functioning people, okay? They were completely in charge of their faculties, completely functioning in everyday life. Yes, they were retired. That's the only thing I can see in common with any of these cases. These people were retired. But what happened, and it'll tell you in the article if you read it, they're kidnapped out of their homes. They're put in a nursing home. All of their assets are seized by this guardian, and that's it. They go off into oblivion, and it's awful, because this guardian was pillaging the assets of these people she was a guardian for. She would make sure they had the bare necessities, and she was dipping into their assets for her own gain. Okay, and these people that were involved with her were getting kickback for the referrals. Say it was somebody in a doctor's office. Not necessarily the doctor, but maybe somebody that was working there would go, hey, this is the person's name and address, and I don't think they can handle their own affairs anymore. Boom, there's a referral. So there's a kickback once the guardian takes over. This is just horrendous. And I don't know, you know, the law in the state of Nevada has changed since all of this came to light. Take a look at the article. I don't have a link for it, unfortunately, but because I don't subscribe to the New Yorker. But if you just Google the New Yorker and how the elderly lose their rights, that's the name of the article. Read it, please read it. You won't believe it, what these people got away with. Now what happens if there is a situation like this, you have the right to an attorney. And that attorney can be appointed to you, and you don't even have to pay for it. So yeah, that's how the law has changed in the state of Nevada. What I recommend is that you do your own due diligence when it comes to the state where you live, because the law might be different. Now, as far as Wendy Williams is concerned, oh, there's nothing that I wish for her more than to have her civil liberties restored to her. It's my understanding that now her guardian has agreed to have her reassessed to see about her diagnosis. My fingers are crossed, and I want nothing but the best for her. Let it serve as a lesson. If it can happen to her, it can happen to you. It can happen to anybody. And especially if you're a person of some means, you have some assets, be careful. But please do your own due diligence. Do the research. Read this article, okay? Hope for the best for Wendy Williams. Everybody, thanks for watching today. My name is Suzanne Harper, and I talk about life at age 70. And this topic in particular is very relevant to the senior community. So thanks for stopping in. Give it some thought, and good luck to Wendy Williams. I'll talk to you all soon. Everybody have a great day. Mwah. Bye.